Hey everybody, welcome back. Excuse the fan in the background. It's a little warm in here without the air conditioning. Got a few model kits, various places, and I wanted to share them with you guys. A couple of them on eBay, and two are from friends, or two different lots are from friends. So just get down to business. Start with this one. This one came from my friend Jason Vandergriff. Hot Rod Model Cars. That's his YouTube channel. Jason does some really nice stuff. Likes to pro street, make gassers and all that stuff. But anyway, we were talking on the phone, and he had mentioned that he had a couple of these kits here, and he wanted to get rid of them. So we did some swapping, and I got two of these. He thinks the tires are missing, but that's okay. Or the wheels and tires are missing. I opened this one up and didn't see any, but anyway, the kit's all there. A 31 Ford Model A 2-in-1 monogram box, but it's a Revell kit because it's 125th. Looks like it's got hinged doors and things like that. So it's probably come from, I hadn't looked up on scale mates, but it probably comes from an older line of molds. Because I know Revell used to like to do opening doors and things like that, as well as monogram. And they were always pretty difficult, but especially on the 1940 monogram 40 Ford pickup. I built one a couple years back, and it was a beast, to say the least. I had a heck of a time with the door hinges. I had to glue one of them shut. The driver's side does open, but I've seen those things built up. My friend Hector Guadalupe, he built one that was on the thumbnail of the Simpsonville show, I believe it was, and that was a beautiful build, but he actually got the doors to work right. So anyway, so yeah, this is the car show edition. This car looks like a stock Model A, except for the hot rod wheels and tires. And like I say, that's not a problem. I could hot rod it and do the same thing. And but yeah, pretty cool. Got two of these, so got two just alike. I don't know what year this would have been. It's monogram already. Still got the 4-banger. Or check it out. It's like an overhead valve. Looks like an overhead valve type of retrofit you could have done to it. So that's pretty darn cool. I haven't built a Revell Model A yet, so this could be the first one. Anyway, it looks like it came with two different sets of rims. I don't know, rims and tires, but I think he said wheels and tires are gone out of them. So, oh, there it is, 2012 Revell Incorporated. So it is a Revell. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I've seen these kits, just never have run across one to buy, or didn't buy it. I'm sure I did run across them. May have been too much or something like that, or my budget was already met. Anyway, got two of those. Very cool. Thank you, Jason. Also from him, I got one of these MPC. It's the Coke version of the sedan delivery. I think it's 30. It's a 34, I believe. I actually built one of these. Turned out pretty cool. I never took it to a show or anything, but I made the Phillips 76 decals and paint job and all, so I did that. It's not a bad kit. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. So yeah, just a hot rodder. So that was fun. My daughter Gracie had given me this kit. My oldest daughter, my oldest child, she gave me this one for Christmas, and I built it. It was fun. It's just got it's all box stock for the most part, except for the decals. Just the stock. Got the 2 4-barrels, no breathers or anything like that. Yeah, pretty neat little kit. So it was a fun build, and I wouldn't mind doing that one again in a different paint scheme. So I got that one from Jason. Actually, I didn't even know I was getting this one. I was just expecting the 2 Model A's, and other things showed up. So I got that. It's pretty cool. And he sent this Dan Gurney Lotus Racer, AMT. I bet this one goes way back. This is a deluxe retro, so obviously it's an old version. Man, look at them big old fat tires, or small. They're probably like 14-inch wheels or something. Those things look like truck tires. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if it has an engine or not. I don't think it does. Well, I guess it does too, because it's got the stacks and all. So yeah, yep, there it is right there. Engine and transaxle. So that's pretty neat. Dan Gurney, Lotus Racer. Light box. You can tell that it's a small car. Anyway, pretty neat. Dan Gurney. I know the only thing about Dan Gurney I know is he raced one of the GT40s, and he had that hump on the roof on the driver's side. It was called I think it was the Gurney bubble or something like that, because I believe he was a pretty tall guy. So I don't know, but anyway, this has a Ford built the engine and all aluminum offshoot of the Fairlane passenger car. Modified to produce 376 horsepower, push rod operated valves, gasoline powered. I don't know nothing about it, besides it was a Lotus powered by Ford. How do you call that a Lotus? Maybe some of the suspension parts were Lotus or something like that. I thought Lotus would have been because it was powered by Lotus, because aren't these all like custom built? The bodies and all that stuff, or the chassis and all that? I don't know. I have to look into that. Got that one. And this is really cool. 1967 Corvette Stingray MPC. Now this one's got some age to it. I don't think it has a date. It is Ertl though, however. So if Ertl, let's see, how'd that work? Ertl, I think, ended up buying MPC and AMT. I think they bought AMT somewhere in like the very early 1980s, and maybe they also got MPC at the same time. So yeah, got the 327. Got some serious long tube headers with lake pipes. I didn't even see the hood scoop on the front, but yeah, big hood scoop. That's pretty neat. Very 70s. I don't know if there's any decals in there. Haven't looked yet. I did take the top of the box off. Looks like it's all in there, but that's pretty cool. I've got quite a few Corvettes in the stash. All right, here's two other things that he sent. These are super cool. I'm gonna have to quit saying the same words over and over and over. So he sent this resin, 1/25th scale model of 1950 Chevy Cabover. Cab only. Use your leftover parts to put this one-of-a-kind cab together. So you could use your you could use your windows and all that stuff out of your 1950 Chevy. You know, the one that the windshield never fit right? I thought that was really neat. And then I was like, you know, but what about a bed? And there was another box. But anyway, this is pretty darn cool. Take a little bit of sanding. There's some, like, you can tell this is rough casting, you know what I mean? But that's neat. I guess you could use the grill and everything. I was always afraid of resin vehicles because of the glass and stuff like that. But it looks like this one you could use the grill, headlights, windows, and everything out of the 1950 Chevy. And then also there was this. Oh, I put that back in the box already. There's this resin ramp body, and I guess you could make one heck of a tow truck. You know what I mean? Cab over, have your race car on the back, maybe two race cars. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. That's neat. I'm not sure who casted all this, but man, that thing's got some weight to it too. You can drop this on the floor and it will not break. Like 3D resin stuff's brittle. This is not brittle at all. I mean, this is like super stout. Golly, that is really stout. I'm not sure who the maker of this is. I don't know. But that's neat. So thank you, Jason, for those extras. And next is my friend Billy Bear. He got, well, first he sent me 2 kits. One is in a different box, but I'll show you what, it's not in the box, but what the heck did I do with that darn box? Here it is. He sent me another one of these, which is so cool. The 30 Ford Coupe. And I built this one recently. I'll grab it just to give it some camera time. It was, this is one of my most favorites so far. Most favorite builds. So, there it is. 1930. I tried it. I made it like, I called the car Gandalf the Green. I copycatted that from a guy that actually had, I think he sold it now, unfortunately. But it's a channel I watch, Paul Shin, and he's a Model A enthusiast, and he had one, and I tried to replicate that car, and I think I did a fairly good job of doing that. But it was very, very fun. I enjoyed the heck out of building this one, and not to mention Model A is my favorite car. But Billy sent me, he had a kit that was had a Model A, I think it had a Rolls Royce, or it was a 2-in-1 monogram kit, or 2 kits in one box. And so the box was big, you know, so he didn't want to send it that, so he stuck it in a another box. Anyway, he sent me one of these, so thank you, Billy. That's I love those Model A's. They're so nice. And he also sent me this, and I can't get enough of Aurora kits. I've still yet to build an actual Aurora kit. I've got quite the darn stash of them, but this is a 1/32 scale Chevy Monza SS. I thought it was a Corvette at first. This is a 1966. Box is in super great shape too. Oh, I didn't even realize it's got all the old cars in the background. Check it out. He's like at some sort of car show with his sweetheart. And man, look at all those cars back there. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool. And Aurora, a lot of these 1/32 scale cars, you get any chrome with them at all, it would be and I mean, never mind, this one's got chrome. But a lot of them, no, or maybe I was thinking glass. That's probably what I was thinking was glass. And I didn't even look to see if it had glass. Maybe it does. It does. Doggone. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man, that looks like a Corvette. This is really neat. Monza. Chevy Monza SS. So that's neat. 1/32 scale. Just love this old stuff. It's just been in this box forever. Look at that little bitty tub. Just like that. Oh, there's some wheels. Okay, that's nice. They actually look really nice, like turbine style wheels. And oh, it was rear engined. Okay, so it had like a Corvair 6-cylinder, I guess, something like that. Look at the detail there. Look at all the little rivets in the chassis. And I know I've said this on my videos quite often in the past. How did they make these darn things? How did they make the molds? Did they hand make them? Because, you know, when I say hand make them, I know you use milling machines and things, but they weren't computerized. But how in the heck did they get in there and do all the bolts and stuff, you know? Was that... I wish somebody could tell me the answer. How did they do that? Did they carve it out of clay, make a mold? And if they did carve it out of clay, I still can't tell. I can't tell you how they did all those bolt holes or bolts and things like that. Just the level of detail for the lack of I lost my word. Lack of technology. Here's the little. I mean, even that. How did they get that in there? Look at all them dang gauges. Every one of them's got like the numbers and stuff. I don't know if it's actual numbers. I need to get my magnifiers on to see if it is. That would be just amazing. I mean, you couldn't paint them. They're just too darn little. But how did they do that? It's a mystery. So here's the windshield. So I was totally wrong on that. And where's the windshield frame? It's chrome, so is it in here? Is the windshield frame in here? I don't know. That's a bumper. Front bumper. Those are both bumpers, and there's something that was right here. I bet you that was a windshield frame. Is it under the instructions? It don't look like it. Uh-oh. We may have a malfunction junction. Or, you know what? Never mind. It don't have a frame. It's built into the window. How many of you guys were shouting, it's not, there isn't a frame? So you'd have to foil that. Okay, good. Good. So you would just put it in there after you foiled it. Look at there. Cool beans. I wanted to see this. Start exploring the world of science around you. Oh man, love this stuff. One day I'll have all this stuff hanging on a wall. Valuable certificate, 6-part introductory science kit including authentic models of spacecraft to be used in America's first manned lunar expedition for only 10 cents. Fill out the other side and close dime in this card by folding over tabs as indicated. That is something. So you put your dime right there, and then you would fold that and you would ship them a dime. Man, what would it be like to be a kid back then? I don't know, because I wasn't. So I was 10 years after that, though. I could tell you what it was like to be a kid in 76. Well, not really, because I don't remember a thing about that. Actually, I don't remember a whole lot about nothing. Man, love this old stuff. Matthew, get on with it. I am. I don't know, something about this stuff speaks to me. I mean, it's an instruction sheet, but it's like a world long gone, you know what I mean? I never got to experience it, but it's always nice to fantasize about what would that be like to live then, when you could get a tube of glue for 10 cents and a bottle with a brush for 25 cents, or you can get a whole thing of paint. This is Speedy Dry. Almost looks like Tester's bottles. 98 cents per set. Yeah, right. What cool instructions too. I mean, that's just a portrait in itself. Guess if I'd looked at the instructions, it might would have shown me about the windshield right there. Wow. Man, thank you, Billy. This is too stinking cool. Look at that. Okay. I'll push this off to the side just so we can finish up. Put that all back in there. Alright, oh, 2 eBay finds that I got. If I can find them. Where did I put them? Here they are. So, I got another Aurora old timers, famous cars of all time. Got to be my most famous or my favorite saying on a model kit. Famous cars of all time. Not most famous, just famous. This is the Buick Bug. I have several of these. Terry from South Carolina, which is his YouTube name. Terry at the Simpsonville show also bought me one of these. Thank you, Terry. But yeah, I got this off eBay. Got a really good price on it. And they did a really nice job packing it. And you can see I haven't opened it yet. They got parts and bags and all. Looks like when you have someone that takes that much care to at least ship it, it's probably all there. See those 2 empty sprues? That's great. At least they saved the sprues though. But yeah, I love these old Aurora kits. I can't wait to build one, but they won't fit in my current display cases. So until I expand, which, man, what is hitting here? Some of you may know, some of you may not. I did get rid of my VW Beetles, and they were, at least one of them, which was right behind me in the front, was hindering me from expanding, because I would have never taken that car and put it outside or anything like that. I had a fresh paint job on it. The body was all done. I just couldn't. I lost motivation on that. I was always a Volkswagen guy, but I don't know. There's just certain things that you figure you just never will finish, and that was 2 of them. So I had one in the front, one in the back. They were taking up a lot of space, and right below my feet down here were 2 engines and a transmission. And it's been there for the entirety of my YouTube career. And I was so grateful to get those things out of here. Now it's just loaded with model kits down there, which that's what it's supposed to be. But anyway, when I can expand, when I build my room, or however I decide to do this, whatever I'm going to do, I will build bigger cases so I can put these cars in, because they're 1/16. They're big, you know. They're not little bitty cars. They're not big cars in, you know, 1-to-1, and you know, to be 1/16, they're probably not that giant. But I only have so much clearance in my. I don't know. They may fit. Now that I'm saying that, they may fit up there. I mean, you got a 1/25 scale. It's kind of dark. Sorry. There we go. Ah, they might fit in there. I need to build one. There is the 1/16 Model T right here. So, but see the thing about it. Okay, so there's the 1/16 Model T, but you see that next step? That's the center. That's the same height as this. And if you'll notice, it ain't gonna fit. At least with a roof. You see the Model T roof? Well, I can't do all this at one time anyway. That roof right there, if you go straight across, you see it would interfere with the anyway, off track. But yeah, I love me some old antique stuff, not just to look at. I mean, I just something like, you're repeating yourself, Matthew. This stuff draws me. What is it? Draws me. It's like moth to a flame. Oh, there's some other things that are drawn to certain things, and I won't speak of. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. And lastly, really like these boxes. At least I like the Aurora boxes. Those are probably my favorite box art. But I just think that testers just had such a cool color scheme with their boxes, with the yellow. Not to mention, I remember my dad building the 1948 Ford that was in this box, this type of box, this color. And I've got a bunch of those now, because I don't know, it brings back memories. I don't have any memories much of me building, but I got a memory of my dad sitting at the kitchen table or the dining room table and building a 1948 Ford convertible by Testers, or IMC, and I still got it. And I was going to do a restore on that thing, and it got pushed off to the side and completely forgotten about. But getting back to this Mercedes 540K, this is an Italeri, or Italeri, or Italeri, I guess, whichever way you want to say it. But I mean, I'm not like a huge Mercedes fan, but just love this stuff. Big wire wheels. Said this has an 8-cylinder, 180 horsepower, which was a lot for back then. You know what? Capable of exceeding 105 miles an hour. Wow. Weighing more than 5,000 pounds. Wow. The German military was also impressed by the 540K. That it was used extensively as a staff car. And what year was this thing? Automotive German Mercedes 540K manufactured from 36 to 39 was one of the most beautiful cars ever built. The long hood and the sleek lines of this classic Mercedes suggest elegance and power. Man, oh, I got to look at the back. They had the best photos and all other cars on the back, and so many. That thing just kind of looks German military, you know what? Look at that. Does not look like something like Hitler would be riding in. There's wire wheels, and they're not like chrome wire wheels. And it's got those, I remember the name, they're Lando bars. And if I'm correct, if they're not just fake, you would actually turn them and it would coil back the convertible roof. Oh, look at that. Hey, that one looks brown. That is not, that's a different one. Huh. That actually looks really nice. The two-tone brown. I like that. I like it way better than just the black. The two-tone brown looks nice. And convertible top up or down. Right-hand drive. So, that's weird. I didn't think Germans were right-hand drive, but Looks like it's right-hand drive. Anyway, got that off eBay too. You can get cars at a good price off eBay. You just got to be a predator right there at the end of the auction if it ain't too high, or offer the send them an offer. Sometimes they take it. So anyway, that's that for the model kits. Yes. So thank you to Billy, thank you to Jason, thank you to eBay for not completely ripping me off. And now I got a few things I want to show you. Some new products from MCV Products. Just got these printed. Actually, I popped them off and stuck a set together. So these are, heck, I can't remember the name of them right now, but it's kind of an old school drag wheel set. The front wheels are treaded. They're Goodyear Eagles. The rears, I think, are 16-inch wide slicks. So that would go good on like a late 70s or something drag car. What were these things called? Don't remember. At the filming of this, they're not on the website, but they will be probably by the time you see the video. Also, I'm not 100% sure if I showed you these already. I don't remember if I did. But I also have Keystone Classics. I know that there's a rivalry with Keystone Classic and Krager's. And anyway, got the Keystone Classic. This is a rear. I got a front over there somewhere. It's got the BF Goodrich radial TAs on the Keystone Classics. They are multi-piece wheels, so the front ring will come out. Well, you know, you can paint it separate anyway. It's trying to come out, but I can't get it to come all the way out. But you can paint the ring separate from the wheel. Cool stuff. Also, and these, I may have already shown these last video, don't remember, or me and Ruthie, but I've got these. They're called rocket igniters. It's an old school drag set. It's got a, what the heck is that? Firestone Dragster. That's what it's called. It is a treaded sort of tire, but those are really cool. Those are also multi-piece. These are designed by Z-Force Model Works. All three of these sets are. So those are cool. And then the fronts are the same wheel style. And these are Firestone. I'm looking at the camera because I can't even see. It just says Firestone. It's got the Firestone emblem up there, and they're treaded as well. So anyway, those are cool. So if you're making like a vintage drag car or something like that, or I guess a vintage, you know, street car, because they technically got tread, but I think some of the old drag tires probably had tread. And also I have these new carburetors. Not new, I've had them forever, just not printed them. It's a double pumper Holley. I don't know what the series is, but it's a double pumper, not like a vacuum secondary. I have the vacuum secondary, but you can see it's got all the linkages and all that stuff. Choke is partially open, but I got those. They do say Holley on them too, but my word, I think they do somewhere. You'd have to have an absolute magnifying glass on to see them. But anyway, I'll have those on also very soon. It's got the accelerator pumps under the bottom. So anyway, those are cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Do appreciate you. Thanks for all the support. Thanks to everybody who has given to the channel. It's wonderful. As always, never want to forget, hobbynutmodels.com. Go check him out. He's always linked in the description of the video. Mark has been a great supporter of my channel, and this is where you can go get you some great MCW enamel paint. You can get all the Tamiya paint that you need, rattle cans, acrylics, lacquers, and all that stuff, model kits, tools, and all that stuff. So go check out hobbynutmodels.com. And if you want a set of those wheels, go check out my website, mcvproducts.net. I'm trying to add as much stuff as possible to keep the thing growing. You guys are great. Thank you for all the support. And I guess that's it. I don't think I have anything new to show you other than that. So we'll wrap it up. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate you. And hey, you take care. See you later. Bye.